Yo, it's your boy DC3 from Dctree-Nation.com, where we cover hoops and heroes. And today we're talking heroes? Kinda, sorta? Venom and Carnage. Why isn't Carnage in the new Venom movie? But before I make my points, if you like my content, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, the new Venom trailer is out and it looks awesome. It looks amazing. It makes me feel better about the movie, but there's no Carnage. We had Get Riot, which is a different symbiote from the comics, and I think it's a good strategy not to bring Carnage just yet because, number one, you don't know how well this movie is going to go, and you got to build up the character, especially since this character is absent of Spider-Man. You got to make sure it works before you bring Carnage to the big screen. People have been waiting for Carnage to hit the big screen for so long. I personally love Carnage ever since the animated series as a kid. Man, just seeing all three on screen was awesome. Spidey, Carnage, and Venom. So this whole movie universe that they're building without Spider-Man, it's going to be a little tricky trying to bring Carnage in. So that's not a task you want to take on the first film. The second reason they're probably holding off on the whole Carnage narrative is because his origin is real fuzzy these days. Back in the day, it was very simple. The Venom symbiote spawned and Carnage was created when he merged with Cassidy, a serial killer. Simple, right? But these days, it's real fuzzy. It's storylines in the Ultimate Universe where Spider-Man comes in contact with the symbiote and he becomes Carnage, which is confusing and kind of similar to back in the day when he was Spider Carnage in another universe. So it's just real fuzzy, and they have to come up with a good plan to bring this character to the big screen. You can't just whip him out there all willy-nilly. You have to have a nice story to go with the character. The last reason is rather simple. This is an origin movie. Eddie Brock is just getting the symbiote. He's just getting the hang of his powers. He's discovering his powers. He can't take on a threat like Carnage. He would die. He would die, get broke off, and you want to put your character, in a position of power. So he needs to take on a lesser threat. He needs to take on Riot because Carnage, frankly, probably would kill him. His powers are already above the black symbiote anyway, if you're going by the comics. So it'll be interesting to see how the character evolves and is able to take on Carnage before Carnage comes, and I think that's a good strategy. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I'm looking forward to this Venom movie. At first, I was a little worried about it, but man, that last trailer has me hyped. My favorite Spidey villain on the big screen, the right way at last. All right, guys, for more information on heroes or villains, check us out on the main page, Dctree-Nation.com. Like us on Facebook, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Peace.